Welcome back for video 2 of creating our character called Captain Blender to learn some character modeling. Last video we shaped the legs and the feet for our character. In this video we're going to fine-tune this torso and start pulling out the arms. So let's get started by doing a Shift-Z to put this in wireframe mode. And since we've subsurfed, you've noticed that this torso doesn't go up as high as it used to. So let's switch to vertex select mode. You should be in edit mode. I'm going to hit box select, so B, and drag a box over this and grab it on Z and just lift it back up so it's back up in the chin position. Now we need a loop cut right here for the waist, so we're going to deselect our vertices, so double tap A and Control R, and let's bring in a loop cut right here at the waist. I will scale it on the X. Remember, we're focused on the right side of the drawing. We're not going to worry so much about what's happening on the left because the drawing is not perfectly symmetrical. Let's get our side view, so 3 on the number pad, and scale this on the Y. Grab on the Y and push this in place. Alright, so now we got the waist. Let's select this loop right above it, so we'll press Alt and select it, and we can scale this out on the X just a little bit, maybe not as far as the drawing goes. Let's do the same for this top section, so I'm going to deselect and do a box select. We'll scale this out on the X, and let's get one more loop cut in here, so Control R across the middle of the chest. Right, I'm going to slide this loop down just a little more. Let's get it here. There we go, bottom of the armpits. And one more additional loop cut up here towards the top. We want to try to make these two faces as evenly as possible. So try to split that evenly. And now we're going to select the 4 faces on the right. So let's put this back in solid mode, Shift-Z it, and get a right side view. I'm going to switch to face select and select these 4. Back to our front. And this is what we're going to use to pull out the arms. So let's start off with this extrude on the X and bring these out just a little bit. I'm going to grab it and go ahead and start positioning it, rotating it. This is going to create the shoulder that you see right here. Now we notice the drawing's not exactly perfect right now, but we can come back and fine-tune this in a little bit. Let's go ahead and do another extrude out to the top of the bicep. So extrude. Let's do the X. I'm going to scale this down a little bit. Try to push it into place. This might be a good time to take a side look and just do some fine-tuning here. Again, we want these all to be the same. So let's try taking these 2 edges. I'm going to grab them on the Z and lift it so I can get these 4 squares to be pretty darn close to the same. Alright, back to my face select. And I'll reselect these faces. Alright, continuing on, let's go ahead and get a close-up of the arm. I'm going to extrude this on the X again and come out to the widest part of the bicep, and let's scale it up. Repeat this, extrude on the X. Let's come to the elbow and scale it down. Now to the widest part of the forearm where the glove starts. And one more out here to the wrist. We gotta scale this one way down. Okay, grab it if you need to. Pull it out here in place. So we've got the basic shape of the arm. Now we need to fine tune these loops. So Shift-Z, go back into wireframe mode. And I'm going to go to Edge Select. Press Alt and start selecting these loops and scaling them and pushing them in place so that they match up to the drawing a little better. Alright, that's pretty good. A little bit more here on the forearm. Okay. You know what's important here is you want the arm, you know, even though it's a little bit boxy, it's not flattened out on any side. It's pretty much the same volume all the way around. Before we continue, let's go ahead and shape these shoulders a little more. So I'm going to select this edge up here, hold shift and get the one on the other side back to my front view, and I can grab it and just lift it up. You can see that I kind of lifted this up maybe a little too high. So if I look in wireframe mode here, I can select those, grab them, and bring that back down. And now I got to readjust these again. So the fine tuning usually involves a little bit of back and forth work until you get it just how you want it. Let's do the same thing underneath. Put this out a little. You know, sometimes I switch between solid and wireframe so I can make sure I select the correct ones. There, that's looking pretty good. Alright, now we're going to add a little geometry to the chest before we finish off the arm. I'm going to select, starting down here, we're going to have a total of 2, 4, 6, 8 faces. And we're going to do an extrude scale, so E then S. Just bring it in a little bit, creating more geometry right there that you can work with and shape the chest a little more. Alright, to finish this off, we're going to go back to selecting the end of the arm. And because his hands are actually rotated up, if you stick your hands out in a T position like this, you have to rotate your forearm. So we're going to do that to this model. So with those selected, we're going to turn on our proportional editing. And smooth should be fine. And I'm going to hit R for rotate on the X. And wheel your mouse till the circle gets just above the bicep. And I'm just going to type in 90 to give it a little twist. Now if we've twisted the arm, you know, it's often a good idea to come through and recheck your loops, make sure they're still matching the drawing. I see this one here, if I switch to edge select, I could adjust it again. Oh, let's be sure you turn off your proportional editing. That'll really mess up your day. Alright, that looks good. Alright, great. So I would encourage you to use some of this geometry in the chest and work on trying to, you know, give him some pectoral muscles, make him look like a superhero. But in the next video, we will pull out the hand and form the glove. Okay, now let's get our screenshot for this lesson. So make sure he's in frame. We only need a front view this time. So I'm going to come up here, render, or I'm sorry, window, save screenshot. To make sure it's different from our lesson before, let's make sure, let's just call this CB lesson 2, and we'll leave it as a PNG. Of course, be sure you also save your file. So CB lesson 2 would be perfect for that as well. And we'll see you for video 3. Thank you.